Welcome, everybody, to the November 5th, 2025 monthly meeting for the East Rutherford PTA. Thank you, Mrs. Barali. We're very comfortable in the Faust Media Center, so thank you for letting us use this room. As always, we will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. If I can find the slide, there it is. I don't know if there is a little flag in the back of the room for those in the room. I pledge allegiance to the
To the
flag
flag
of the
of
United
the United
States of
States of
America
America and
and
to
to
the
the republic
republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. PTA's mission is to make every child's potential a reality by engaging and empowering families and communities to advocate for all children. We'll start with approval of the minutes. We'll do some administration updates, our reports of officers and committees, any other business, have an open forum, talk about some town events, school and PTA events, and then we will close. Our October meeting minutes are out on the ERBOE website. If somebody could move to approve these. And someone second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Good job. All right, meetings pass. No problem there. One of our administration updates is we welcome our new interim supervisor of curriculum and instruction. Miss Marianne Benetti joined the district as of November 1st. I believe she's here at least until March as an interim, and then we'll see what the Board of Ed does from there. So she just started this week. And then if any of our principals, I don't think Mr. Scarafield was able to make it, but if any of our principals would like to speak, I know Mrs. Barali, I saw you, and I think I saw Mr. Velarde. I don't know about Mr. Barrow.
I'll go first. Good evening, everyone. It's almost time for the holidays. It's like crazy how fast this year is going. We had so much activity this month. We just finished up our boys and girls basketball tryouts and our cheerleading tryouts. So all our students that made it will know over the weekend. We had a staff fundraiser district-wide for breast cancer awareness and also Jeans for Troops. So all three schools participated in that. And parent-teacher conferences, very successful, a nice turnout. If you were not able to go, please, you don't need to go on those particular nights just to see or talk to a teacher or find out a little bit more about your child's progress. You can always just call up and we'll arrange something for you to meet with them. Also, we have coming up Monday and Wednesday, we have the NJSLA adaptive field test. Okay. We can't do it. We have to do it the 10th and the 12th because they will not let us do it on Veterans Day, which is 11th. We also did, Mr. Velarde and I, we had the off-site drill to Becton. Everybody was safely escorted by the East Rutherford Police Department. And we sincerely appreciate their support and commitment to our community. 1 week of respect. We all participated in meaningful activities to stop out bullying and create unity within our school community. In observance for School Awareness Week, we had the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office come and they did an hour presentation to our 7th and 8th graders. The program was about understanding what bias is and how it can be harmful and how such incidents affect individuals and communities. And then also, I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot. Mr. Velarde will go in to more detail. However, the Borough of East Rutherford is organizing an emergency food drive to support the impact by the recent lapse in the SNAP benefits. We have a collection box by us. I think the borough has one. I believe the police department. So if you want to drop off anything or you want to give your child any goods, we'll be happy to take it and deliver it for you. And that's it. I mean, now we have a 4-day weekend, so it's much needed.
Awesome. Any questions for Mrs. Borelli? Seeing none, thank you very much, Mrs. Borelli. Have a wonderful weekend.
You too. Enjoy.
Mr. Velarde,
Hello, hello, everyone. So happy to be here with you all tonight. I'm going to start with a blurb from Mr. Barrow, just to share with everyone he was unable to come tonight. Good evening, everyone. We'd like to start by extending a very special thank you to Mr. Scarifield. Earlier this month, he asked to include us in a special crossing guard appreciation breakfast. These individuals work tirelessly out there, rain, snow, sleet, and hail, to make sure our kids get to school safe every day and get home safe every day. So we did a little recognition for them. It was amazing to show gratitude to these people. And again, we're just so thankful to have such a great crew of people that keep our kids safe each and every day. He wanted to share a special heartfelt thank you to all the parent volunteers and their continued support and involvement, especially during the Halloween parade. He'd also like to recognize some community partners, the East Rutherford Fire Department for their fire safety presentation, the ERPD for their Halloween safety presentation, and for also helping out during the parade to make sure everything runs smoothly. A couple upcoming events just to be noted, obviously, no school tomorrow and Friday for the NJEA convention. Mackenzie School students will participate in a Veterans Day Assembly on November 12th. Picture Day retakes, and this is something that is in all three buildings, will take place on December 5th. That is a Friday. And the second grade evening concert, winter concert at Mackenzie School will be held on December 10th. Any other questions, any other thoughts on dates and such, you can absolutely reach out to the main office at Mackenzie School and they will be glad to get back to you. For Lincoln School, very, very busy. This was an exhausting week. I will not repeat a lot of the stuff from Mrs. Borelli. That is just, the same, the donation drive. We did conduct most of our NJSLAA field testing Monday and Wednesday of this week. It was long, it was tiring. Our kids crushed it as they always do. They always rise to that challenge. Today, the culmination was a 2-hour long writing prompt, and these kids worked, and very proud of them for the efforts they put in. We're excited to gain more information over the coming months as to what the new assessment is going to look and feel like in practice. So thank you to all faculty and staff. Thank you to the students for putting in the effort. Thank you, parents, for getting your kids to school on time, ready to go each day. All of those little things are so extremely important. We also did receive our date in which our fourth graders are going to take the National Assessment of Educational Progress, the NAEP. That is something we are mandated to do as a district that accepts title funds. So that is going to be on January 29th. It should affect only 40 fourth grade students that get selected at random by the National Benchmark Organization. So we will have more information probably about mid-December about who those students will be. Next week, we continue with our Lincoln Leaders program. With our monthly meeting, we're going to lead into the idea of being empowering to our fourth and fifth grade Wildcats, and we'll also announce the October students of the month. We have Veterans Day around the corner, and we're looking to pen some letters to troops for either Operation Gratitude or a million thanks. November 20th is an important date. We will be honoring 23 fifth grade students as the next chapter of our National Elementary Honor Society. That'll take place at 5 o'clock in the Lincoln School gym, followed by recognition at the Board of Education meeting immediately thereafter. We are turning the page into marking period 2. So the first marking period ends next Friday, the 14th. So we start marking period 2 on the 17th. So we have 1 week when we return. Report cards come out right before Thanksgiving. Speaking of, our Thanksgiving feast scheduled for November 26th. Parent signups for items will go out on Monday, as well as more information via Parent Square. But anybody looking to volunteer to help serve that day, you can reach out to both myself and Miss Ampuero directly, and we're going to start coordinating that. Mrs. Borelli said it best. It's crazy that we're already in November. I just did the math. There are 30 school days left in 2025. And with the holidays, we know how quickly that flies. So, we're already thinking forward to December. We mentioned Picture Day makeups. We're going to do our Winter Wonderland Spirit Week. But most importantly, we have made it through a really tough and challenging first marking period. We look forward to hitting the winter with our feet on the ground running. Keep checking email, Parent Square, all of the above. And thank you so much for the continued support. PTA, thank you so much for lunch for conference day for our staff. Thank you so much for the balloons and banners for Halloween. Those are those little things that just continue to show how invested you guys are in what we're doing. So we all appreciate that.
Our pleasure. Any questions for Mr. Velarde? I don't think he can answer for Mr. Barrow. Like you said, you can contact the office. Okay, Rose just came in. Thank you, Mr. Velarde, and thank you also for providing Mr. Barrow's update as well.
Of course. Enjoy the long weekend, everyone.
Enjoy. Okay. And Mrs. Garcia, I think you were on. I did get your message. We are taking care of that in the in this discussion, I think. Wait. Actually, I don't know about those two things, so we can talk about those also when we get to new business. Treasurer's report. I know Paula, you were on, right?
Yes. Hi, good evening, everyone. Happy November. So for the October balances, we did a lot in October, both PTA and 8th grade committee. Our current ending balance as of October 31st, 2025, PTA's account is $22,519.95. And the 8th grade committee currently has ending balance $3,019.27.
Great. And a lot of that is, as you can see, was the pumpkin sales and fall festival for 8th grade, sorry. And then for PTA, we had a lot of membership and also the book fairs and then the trunk or treat were the big things.
Correct.
And the teacher luncheon, yep, were those major ones. So great job, everybody. Correspondence?
Good evening, everyone. Happy
Sure.
November.
Yeah,
We
I'll
have three
figure out where to put you.
correspondents. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. First one is, dear Mr. Lyon and members of the East Rutherford PTA, please let us take this opportunity to thank you and the members of the PTA for volunteering their time at Book Fair, which was held from October 6th to the 10th at Lincoln School. Our students thoroughly enjoyed shopping for books, posters, and other unique items. And we hope that this fundraiser was a success for your organization as well. Your members' time, dedication, and generosity to our school community is sincerely appreciated. Warm regards, Regina Borelli, Principal, A.S. Faust Middle School, Peter Velarde, Principal, Lincoln School. Dear Mr. Lyon and members of the East Rutherford PTA, once again, we would like to take this opportunity to thank you and the members of the PTA for the delicious Jersey Mike sandwiches that were enjoyed by our staff members throughout the afternoon and evening during parent-teacher conferences on October 29th, 2025. The sandwiches were very much appreciated and such a nice way to keep our energy levels and spirits high during this extended day. We truly cannot express how grateful we are for your organization's thoughtfulness and generosity. Warm regards, Regina Borelli, Principal, A.S. Faust Intermediate School, Brian Barrow, Principal, Mackenzie School, Peter Velarde, Principal, Lincoln School. Dear Mr. Lyon and members of the East Rutherford PTA, please let me take the time to thank you and your organization for the banner and balloon decorations that added to our school's Halloween spirit on October 31st, 2025. Our students had an exciting day showing off their costumes, the banner, and balloons displayed outside to greet everyone to begin our day in a very festive manner. Special thanks to Mrs. Martino and your cultural events committee for their contribution to this day. It proved a very memorable day for our staff members and students, and we truly appreciate your generosity. Sincerely, Mrs. Borelli, Principal, A.S. Faust Middle School, Peter Velarde, Principal, Lincoln School, Brian Barrow, Principal, Mackenzie School. And that is all our correspondence for November. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Green. And I do have a couple of those correspondences in the back of the room. I didn't print out the first one, but the second and third I did. Cultural events, Alyssa, I think you were on. I don't know if you have any updates Oh, I saw Alyssa.
Hi, sorry, I was
Oh,
trying
no
to find the
problem.
unmute button. No updates at this time.
Okay.
No, obviously, we had the pumpkin decorating contest, which we had some winners. So that was nice to see the kids get real creative with that. Trunk or treat seemed to go well, so nothing, I think, at this time for
Okay.
cultural events.
Awesome. Thank you. Social media, Holly, I don't think there's any updates, but
Nope, no updates.
okay. Fundraising, Linda.
Hello all. Okay, so biggest thing right now on the agenda is Gertrude Hawk fundraiser, the holiday sales. Flyers, brochures, envelopes look like this. You should have by now everybody should have gotten one. They did go home. Sorry, they did go home last week. So everybody should get one. They have instruction papers to explain what's going on. Why is that not very, it's a little blurry, sorry.
Okay. I
But
have them physically here as well.
okay, yeah, so everybody should by now have gotten those. If for some reason you have not gotten a folder, like a little brochure envelope, whatever, first I would say check with your homeroom teacher to make sure that they don't have an extra one or something didn't get handed out yet. If not, let us know. Reach out to me. You can reach out to me at ERPTA fundraising at gmail.com and just let me know that you need either additional forms, whatever. If you're ordering online and you're using your URL online, fine. We have, because there was a little bit of delay in getting them out, and plus the holidays and this weekend being off a couple days, we talked to Gertrude Hawk. Initially, the ending date was going to be the 10th, which really we felt didn't give everybody enough time. So they have extended it. So the hand-in date will be the 17th. So they're giving us an extra week. So all forms are due back by the 17th, and you're just going to hand them in again to your homeroom teachers into the main office. Please make sure that any checks that are being handed in, any checks that are made out to the ERPTA, if it's made out to anything else, that's going to delay your order. So please make sure that all checks are made out to ERPTA. Otherwise, cash, make sure that your forms are filled out completely and that all columns are added and done so that we can easily prepare them to hand them into Gertrude Hawk. If you have any questions, again, you can reach out to me via email. I think that's mainly it. Then to follow any questions about Gertrude Hawk?
I sent an email to my kid's teacher because I never received anything for him. He never brought anything home.
Okay. Let us know if that if that doesn't pan out. We do have some extras. We can get you one if you need one.
Is it okay if I message on the Facebook Messenger for the ERPTA about it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's fine. You can update us there.
I do know there was a delay at Mackenzie, and they may have just gotten them today or yesterday. So a couple of parents have said Mackenzie students may have just gotten them. So if not, hopefully tomorrow. Well, they won't have school till Monday now. So
yeah, that's why we've extended
yeah.
it to the 17th.
I was going to say tomorrow, but there is no tomorrow.
If worse comes to worse, we can. I mean, at the very least, we can get you the information to get you online so that you could set up an online account for your student, and then you can start selling that way. You don't necessarily have to do a paper order. You can do an online order for your student. Anything else about Gertrude Hawk?
Yep.
Okay.
We will do a spring one as well with the.
Yes, we are going to be doing spring one, which is which proceed, which benefits the 8th grade committee. So the spring, yes, we're definitely doing spring one still this year. They asked us to do the holiday one because we were so successful with our spring one. And they also offered us an extra percentage on our spring one if we did the holiday one. So whatever we get for the holiday one, because it wasn't expected in our world, it's just bonus. So we're giving it a try. We've never done a holiday Gertrude Hawk, so in the years that I've been around. So we're hoping that it's just a a plus for the overall. But yes, we are still doing the spring one. The only other thing to note, we talked about the greeting card sales. I did get in touch with the alternate company. The time frame that they wanted us to be doing it was pretty much like now, if not a few weeks ago, and it was a little bit crazy. So I'd rather than try to squeeze it all in and have things be overwhelming for people. I've pushed it off to January, February, because when I looked at the overall sales for last year, the holiday boxes, like the groupings of holiday cards, were probably the least sold. The most sold were like the general thank you and birthday and kids cards. So I didn't feel that it would be an issue to not have the sale before the holidays. So we are gonna do the card sales, but it is gonna be in January with delivery in February. I think that's pretty much it for fundraising for now. We have the holiday sales coming up. The Lincoln Faust one is scheduled for the week of December 8th. The Mackenzie one is scheduled for the week of the December 15th, I think it is. So we have those dates in place. The next thing up for that is volunteers. We'll be sending out update emails on those for looking for volunteers. I think that's pretty much it. Is there anything else for fundraising?
We also have the
The
Wendy's
dine and donate. Yeah, the
next
only
week.
last thing is the Wendy's. The Wendy's dine and donate is coming up on the 14th, 18th. Sorry, 18th. You do need to mention East Rutherford PTA and/or show them the flyer. The code ERPTA is not for online. It's only for drive up and drive through and the counter. So there's no app sales, no online ordering credit for that dine and donate.
Great. Thank you, Linda.
That's it.
And just since we covered the book fair for Mackenzie last month, this is the Lincoln Faust Book Fair. You can see our numbers from the last couple of years, and this year we sold $6,169 worth of product, and of that we kept $1,427. So made a good amount, consistent with the prior years, a little higher than the last couple of years. So, and then overall for the book fairs, this year we sold $14,905 worth of product, and of that we keep a profit of $3,461. So when you see those negatives on the book fair, it's because we collected most of the money. Obviously, kids bringing in the cash, so then we have to pay back to Scholastic, the amount, so that they can cover it. So we keep the money that we made and give back the money that they made. We do have a Spiritware holiday sale going on. I think it just started this week. This will go until early December with guaranteed delivery before Christmas. And it's 20% off site-wide. Guaranteed delivery by December 23rd, but I think that's only if you order by December 10th or something like that. So that's at the First Place Spiritware website as well, and we'll make some flyers. I didn't want to do it this week with the short week, so for next week we'll have some flyers approved by Mr. Scarafield and send them through the schools. Membership.
221.
Yoo-hoo! Yep, 222 actually officially, because I think I got one more this afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
And we have 223 now, so yeah, we're doing good. We have a good number of members, and you can. What's nice is the website updated, and they show now the breakout between individuals, which is general memberships, and then the teachers and staff memberships, because those are the two different. So we have 133 that are individuals, and then teachers and staff are 88. So good job. School reps, anything for you guys, Mackenzie, or?
American Heart Association, that their kids sign up, 50% of it, if 50% of school signs up, they'll give money to the gym teachers.
Okay.
No equipment and all.
Nice.
Cause right now they doing that, and then they give each kid gets family or friends to donate money towards the site that they register through. They give like little gifts
Okay.
for each amount of money they raise, which is really nice. So.
Nice.
Working that's
Yeah,
on our
we can put that out on our Facebook if you want, if you
Okay,
send
yeah.
that to the social media
Yeah.
channel,
They-
Ollie can
yeah,
post
she
it,
just-
yeah,
Just posted
Yeah,
today that,
okay, yeah.
the gym teachers getting
cool,
money
good,
towards the new
yeah.
equipment.
nice.
They get 50% of the
Right.
people to sign up.
That'll take some more space on the stage though for our sales.
Right. That's it.
Rose, anything for Lincoln?
I think we have begun our communications about the Thanksgiving feast
Yeah.
for Lincoln students. So hope to get that rolling ASAP and have a nice celebration for our 4th and 5th graders.
Great. Yeah, Miss, you weren't on yet, but Mr. Velarde did mention it as well, and that you guys were looking for donations of food items as well as the like a sign up list for food items as well as the volunteers. So happy to help you in any way you guys need with that.
Thank you so much.
Yep. And then 8th grade committee. Christine or
Yes. Hi,
Melissa,
everyone.
yeah.
It's okay, so we wanted first to say thank you to all that supported our pumpkin patch at Fall Festival, especially with the weather
Oh,
that came up. Also to Mayor LaHoulier and council for donating the pumpkins, and ERPD for letting us sell more pumpkins at Trucktoberfest because we had some left over, having had one last day at the Fall Festival. Our profit was about $1,600, which was really great compared, with all the weather and everything we had to deal with for the Fall Festival weekend. So thank you, everyone. Our next meeting will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. at the Community Hall on Grove Street. We also have our FAUST class of 2026 versus FAUST staff volleyball game going on Tuesday the 25th at Lincoln Gym. We will need donations and to sell at the game for snacks and drinks. So any parents, FAUST parents, please drop off at FAUST main office. We appreciate anything you can help donate. And we also have our raffle going on, $10 a chance. There will be 3 winners. The prize will be Visa gift cards. So please support that fundraiser as well. And that's it for this month. Thank you, everyone.
thank you. Do you know when the raffle is being drawn?
Yes, in
Okay.
December. I
Okay.
believe we're shooting for the Fall Fest, the tree lighting, whatever that
Tree
is.
lighting the 5th? Okay. Cool. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Last month I mentioned that we had applied for several grants. We did get denied for the grants for the Reflections program and the STEM program. I guess they felt like other people were more deserving or whatever their rationale was. I just got a blanket, generic email saying that we were denied that. I haven't heard yet about the coffee, Mr. Velarde, so I'm not sure on that one yet. But we did get an approval on the kitty alarm donation. So this is where the Kitty is the brand of fire alarms and smoke detectors. And if we accept, we'll receive 160 of them, 80 smoke alarms and 80 carbon monoxide alarms in January. And then we can do is create an event with the fire department to distribute those. And they actually want like events where you can take pictures and share it on social media and such to kind of like it's Kitty, the company that makes the Kitty alarms is the one sponsoring this, so they want us to have some promotional materials for them as well. So, so if we want to accept, I need to get back to them by next week. So I assume, unless anybody has an objection, we should accept that donation and coordinate with the fire department to have an event. Great, thank you. Last month I mentioned about or 2 months ago, I think it was, we mentioned about offsetting elections. I don't know if this is something that's still important to us as a board to have elections where we would have, next year we have to vote all 5 positions, president, vice president, the recording secretary, corresponding secretary, and treasurer. All 5 have to be voted next year. The question that was raised was, could we make it so that even though we vote for all of them, one is only a 1-year term, and then we would vote like that, those couple of positions again the following year. And then every year we would have elections, but it would be for certain positions. So like 3 positions would be 1 year, 2 positions would be another year. We do have it available in our standing rules, where right now we say in May we have a 2-year term, right? Every other year, but we could change it so it's annually, and then we could staggered them, big Group A and Group B officers. So I don't know if anybody has any desire for this, or if this is still something we should discuss, or if this is something we should just table for another group to discuss. So anybody, especially board members, have any strong opinions on this? So I feel like I bring it up and we never talk about it. I bring it up and we never talk
So
about it.
Kevin, what you're proposing is that the current board, like some of the board members, stay on for one more
No,
year, and then
no,
some people be redone like for this particular
no.
upcoming year.
No, the current board was elected under the existing rules, which is a 2-year term. So everyone who's on the board now would get reelected this coming year. All 5 positions would have to be reelected in 2026 to begin a new board on July 1st, right? Could be the same people, right? Same people, same positions based on other rules, right? What this is that after next year, after 2026, beginning 2027, we would do an alternating year. So one year we would vote for a certain group of officers, another year we would vote for the other group of officers, but we would vote every year, right? So in next year's voting, what would happen is whichever ones we decided were going to be the odd year voting would get only a 1-year term next year because it's an even year voting. So when they get voted on an even year, they'd have a 1-year term and then get revoted on the odd year 27. It's very confusing, I know, but it is more work because then we have to pull a nominating committee together every year, and we need to do that. Yeah, it's just what's nice is in the transition between the officers. It's not like, okay, this whole group of officers is moving out and this whole group of officers is moving in. You have a couple who have been here, you kind of overlay each other by a year. But if it's not something that we really want to push
I
forward,
mean,
why
Kevin,
not?
let me just,
Yeah,
I think that does make
yeah,
sense, but I think we have to like hash it out a little bit more. So
yeah,
maybe like we can, have like a board meeting and just like
yeah.
hash out how that would work out, what positions we should overlay. Like, I think
Okay.
in terms of the transfer of power, if you will, I mean, you can call it whatever you want, but just so that the people oncoming aren't just like thrown into the mix without really knowing what's going down.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense, and we can work out what positions that would be most effective for, and then what positions should stay 2 years, kind of deal.
Yeah.
I know Jillian did like that, but I know she's not
Yeah.
here because she's out for her birthday.
Yeah, I know it's her birthday today,
Yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think we can revisit
Okay.
that and like hash it out. I think that that's, worthwhile having that conversation for sure.
Okay, so we'll set up a separate meeting with just the board to discuss this in detail and figure out, maybe I'll come up with a couple ideas beforehand so that we can kind of compare plans.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. And then we can figure like what everybody thinks the position should be. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it should be like some more serious positions mixed with some of the less serious, right? So that it's not, I don't really know how it would all work out, but we can think about it.
Getting a thumbs up from Linda on that one. Sounds good. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna table that out of these. Next, I think I mentioned this last month. I think I may have just left this slide in. Whoops, sorry. Trying to minimize this. Yeah. Next year we celebrate the 250th anniversary. East Rutherford is putting together a large celebration June 27th at Riggin Field. So PTA has been asked to be part of that committee. I think they're starting this month. I think tonight actually was supposed to be their first meeting. They're meeting twice a month. So I'll find out more information. But if anybody wants to attend the meetings and keep us up to date on that, we could use somebody to help with coordinating between the town and us on what they need from us for the 250th anniversary. This was a new thing this is an old thing that's a new thing. So last year we had voted unanimously to do the Lead You Character Education Assembly at Mackenzie School. We sponsored it 100%. I think it was $1,900 last year. This year it's gone up a little bit to $2,050 for the event. They'd like to do it on December 5th. So I just wanted to get confirmation before I agreed that PTA still wants to sponsor this event. This was a picture from last year's event. So any concern with PTA giving $2,000 for the
No.
Lead Education
Nope.
Assembly?
Nope. Nope.
No
All right.
concern. Just the date though. Wouldn't that be the same date as our retakes?
It is, and I've already discussed that with Mr. Velarde, Mr. Barrow, sorry. And he said that they will do retakes in in the media center,
Oh, perfect.
so that they don't have to, there we go. I don't know how to see only one person though. They'll do them in the media center so that it's not interfering with this event because it is a large event. And it is from pre-K all the way to third grade. They just do 2 sessions. They'll do pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade in one session, and then second and third grade in another session. So
Perfect.
I-
I'm all for it. Thank you.
I will go ahead then and make that commitment on our behalf. And then I think that I had open discussion, but Mrs. Gonzalez had written something to us. Let me just see, sorry, bring this up.
Hi,
Unless Mrs.
yes.
Gonzalez, if you're on, you can even tell us what's going on with this.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, my daughter's soccer practice, so it might come in and out. But
Yep.
this year, us at Mackenzie School have joined up with Children's Heart Mission. They kind of go with Play 360. So right now, all the students, or a majority of the students, have signed up on this app to record their activity minutes at home, outside of school. And every time they do that, then we get money to donate on our behalf to the charity. One other way we were asking or thinking, how else can we, up our donation, is to have a possible shootout against Mr. Barrow, where the students will, donate a certain amount and then get to try and score a goal against Mr. Barrow. I think he knows about this. I feel like we mentioned it in our meeting. If not, Mr. Velarde, don't tell him yet.
I
But
heard nothing.
but just so that we don't interrupt classes and schedules, we were thinking of possibly splitting the gym class so gym can still have their class, and then kind of like how we do with the photos, the class photos, where the other side we have something going on. And if we can have some parent volunteers to help facilitate the shots on Mr. Barrow, that way we don't have to pull teachers and then try and find subs or anything like that. But before we asked Mr. Barrow, we wanted to see if you guys would be on board in helping us out with 1 or 2 events in the future.
We could probably make that work, right? I'm asking Natasha is here. I was
Do we
asking her.
know-
Yeah. Oh,
Do we
go
know
ahead.
when the event would be, Ms. Gonzalez?
I think we're aiming for the soccer event to be in February. But again, we would have to get approval from Mr. Barrow first. And then on the last one, wouldn't it be until, I wanted to say April or May?
And obviously that would be during the school day if it's during gym class. Like,
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
way, like, all the students
not
will
an
be
after
able to
school
get,
activity.
right.
So yeah,
And like at
Natasha's-
most, we were thinking maybe like 1 or 2, just to kind of
Yeah.
like keep the track on how many shots
Mhm.
they score.
Yeah. No, we could probably line up some volunteers for you for that. I'm sure we could. Yeah, Mrs. Forte is saying that she's available.
Oh, that'd be great.
So yeah, so we can definitely pull something together for you for that, especially if it's just volunteers. We're good at pulling volunteers together.
Perfect.
Even
So
if we have
we'll
to
just
coerce
gently
them.
let Mr. Barrow know he needs to be a
Uh,
keeper and possibly shooting with
Yeah.
basketball as well. And hopefully he's okay with that.
Great. Is Tara okay? Okay. Sorry, Tara stepped out for a minute. I just want to make sure she was okay. Any other discussion, any other concerns or contributions about PTA? Okay. I do have some upcoming events. Our Gertrude Hawk sale is ongoing through, I put November 10th because that was the original date, but as Linda mentioned, it's now November 17th. Our Wendy's Dine and Donate will be November 18th. Lincoln School Thanksgiving Feast, November 26th. Picture retakes, as mentioned, were December 5th. The tree lighting is also December 5th. That is right out here in town. And usually we set up a table in the Lincoln School gym during the craft fair. And then the Lincoln and Faust Holiday Shop will be just the following week, December 8th through 12th. As Linda mentioned, I think the Mackenzie one is the 16th or 17th, 16th, 17th, and 18th, I think. So that a couple weeks later. So those are some of the upcoming PTA events. As both Mrs. Borali and Mr. Velarde mentioned, each Rutherford town is running an emergency food drive. And if you want to donate, they're having donation events every Saturday in November from 9 to 12, right over here at the municipal building. I think they use the little parking lot that's between the municipal building and the Board of Ed office. And then also additional drop-offs can be made at the municipal building, the police department, and Mrs. Borali, you said that students can bring items into school as well to donate at school. Is that true for all three schools, do we know, or?
Yes, you honestly, anything we
Yeah.
will take and we will absolutely help coordinate
You'll
where that
coordinate
needs to
that.
go.
Okay,
We would
great.
be more than grateful to take any donation, any building, and make sure it gets to where it needs to go.
Awesome. Thank you for that coordination as well. So we thank our town for pulling this together. I don't know if there's other town events. I wasn't sure. There's so much happened in October. I was like, I don't know if I say anybody have Teresa's here. And you.
We have the Heroes Dinner for the veterans,
Okay,
and then the tree lighting is really
Yeah,
the biggest thing.
yeah.
Yeah, and oh, we're also on Saturday, the green team is collecting reusable bags at the community center at 1 o'clock. If you have extra, bags and instead of throwing them out.
Yep. Okay, this Saturday, the 8th.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we're gonna use that again with
Yeah.
food drive
Sure, yeah.
to give to the
YMCA,
YMCA
yeah.
and give the food out.
Good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you. That I should have mentioned that the food drive is in coordination with the YMCA, which has been doing this basically since COVID. They've been doing handing out food, and they've upped it now because of the SNAP benefits concerns. And also just a reminder, check out the East Rutherford Memorial Library and their website. They have a lot of events. I just saw, I think starting today was a dream catcher craft that you could pick up at the library. I don't know if they still have any left or how many they have, but they were doing a craft for the Native American or Indigenous American Heritage Month. So lots of stuff going on at the library. There's also some sort of hat making class for adults or something like that, crocheting hats or something like that, yarn. So all kinds of stuff going on there. So they've really upped the number of programs they have. I'm finding. No school tomorrow and the 7th, tomorrow and Friday because of the NJEA convention. We'll have a half day November 26th for the start of Thanksgiving recess, and no school November 27th or 28th for Thanksgiving recess. And our next meeting, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's really quick, just to backtrack about the food donation stuff. Everything is being partnered with the YMCA, and the YMCA will also take donations. So if you can't make it to one of the drop-offs in town, you can also drop off right at the YMCA. They will take donations there as well.
Great.
Will you be coordinating another toy drive with?
I'll have to check with the police department. Last year they didn't do much. They did just a small little thing. So I'll find out from Officer Burry is our the liaison officer for the police department. So I'll find out from them.
Because my company just brought up today that maybe we'll do a toy drive at work and then be able to coordinate it with what the town does to that.
I will ask him right now. He won't get back to me right away, but I'll know for sure for December, but obviously it's the sooner we know better. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Our next meeting is December 3rd. Again, we'll be here in Faust. Thank you very much. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the long weekend. Thank you to everybody who joined us on Zoom as well. Have a good night.
Thank you.